Hey friends, Lisa here, also known as Upstate Threadhead, and today we're answering a super common question. Is it better to pre-measure clothing before your live show, or is it not worth it? So let's break down the pros and cons and what I personally do in my business. Pre-measuring clothing means you measure your items ahead of time and write them on a tag so you don't have to stop and measure live. Here are the benefits. The show goes faster. You're not pausing to grab your tape measure every single time you want to show a new item. You can show more items, and more items equals more chances to sell. And if an item doesn't sell the first time around, you don't have to measure it again because you already have the tag with the measurements on it. And buyers make faster buying decisions when they can see those measurements right away. Now, the downsides. Let's be real, pre-measuring also comes with some challenges. It takes a lot of time up front. You do need the materials, the tags, the markers, and a whole system. Those supplies cost money to acquire, and they can get pricey if you're using stickers or tape or tags that are consumables. You need a spot to store those tags after the show every time you take them off the hanger and put them somewhere. And so for some live sellers, measuring is actually a part of their show. It keeps the conversation going, it fills the time, and it gives the buyers something to request. Here's my system. I only pre-measure for train shows. Why? Because in a train, I have a limited time window, and my goal is to show as many items as possible as efficiently as I can. I don't want to waste even 30 or 60 seconds per item measuring when I could use that time showing another item, showing some new inventory. For regular shows, I measure live. That gives me time to chat. People can ask for more details. It kind of fills in those natural gaps, and it keeps that show more interactive. I use washable tags and wet erase marker. So the wet erase marker does not smear off like dry erase does. It will only come off with water. I usually dump them in the sink, turn on the water, swish them around, dry them off, and it's all good to go. So I use washable tags and wet erase markers. So the wet erase markers allow you to write it on the tag, and then you can wipe them with a damp cloth, or I just like to throw all these in the sink, plug it up, turn on the water, swish them around a little bit, and it all washes off. And these are washable tags. So they come blank. I have some hang tag ones, and I have some smaller ones, but I measure. I write my measurements on there with my wet erase markers. I hang that on the hanger so I can save the measurements during my train show. After the item sells, I throw it in a basket. When the time comes, again, I fill up the sink, dump these all in the sink, swish them around in the water, throw them in a towel, and they're ready to use the next time I need to pre-measure for a show. So who should pre-measure? If you're doing train shows, special events, short time slots, or high volume shows, then yes, pre-measuring can absolutely help you sell faster and sell more. But if you're doing chill shows, chat-based kind of sell-along lives, or if you have lots of requests and viewer participation, then maybe measuring live might actually work better for you and your audience and your style. The final word on that is that there's no right way. It comes down to your style, your time, and your goals. If speed matters, pre-measure. If more connection and conversation matter, then measure live. Or do a combination of both. Do you pre-measure? Comment below and tell me your method. I love learning how other sellers do things. And if you want more reseller strategy, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next Posh Podcast episode or the next Helpful Hints video. And I'll see you on the next one.